Ooh, look at that fade out, nigga. I got that shit.
Only DJs.
Right.
Welcome to the Drakes of Discussion podcast. It's your boy KvngBak, aka Dad Hat Poppy, aka Bandana Sanchez. I'm here with a couple of the homies. Got Miss Vee next to me.
I'm here.
Where's your fedora at? I need your fedora to be here with us too.
I need it too. It's too hot.
Now I gotta come up with a name for the fro.
It's too hot. You've been talking about the fro for 2 weeks. It's been out the whole time.
I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna come up with a name for the fro.
Okay.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Well, you let me know what you come up with.
All right. So I also got AJ Cameraman Extraordinaire here with me. He's
Yep.
gonna beat Amir Rushdan in whatever challenge that they're doing.
Oh my God.
No, but AJ's here as always. Thank you for being here, you guys.
Yeah.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
This is Sunday therapy right now.
Yeah,
Every
man.
time.
I definitely appreciate you guys. So what's up? How's everybody's week?
Oh.
Jeez. It went fast, I guess.
Yeah,
because
it did.
Monday was a holiday, technically. Not like
Technically.
I don't know if holidays count right now or whatever reality we exist in.
Yeah.
But so it was a short week and then it rained all week. So
Oh,
it was just
nasty
like
outside.
I guess it was okay.
Mother Nature was savage.
It's a lot. It's a lot going on. So
But it is nice today, though. It's nice outside today.
and it feels good. Like it's not like super hot. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yesterday wasn't bad either.
I don't
Sun was out.
really-
I think it was raining in the morning though. Then it came out. The sun came out.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go outside in the morning. But in the afternoon, when I did go outside, it was all right.
Oh, 30 is hitting hard before it even get here.
What?
Hitting hard.
The check engine light in your knees came on. All that twerking at Northgate. Yeah.
All
that
types of
twerking
check
at
engine lights coming on. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, is this?
Are you scared or are you happy?
I'm
like,
a little nervous. I'm a little nervous.
I'm telling you, when that 30 hits you, you can be like, shit.
I already am. I'm like, why are you hitting so hard already? It's not
Oh,
even
man.
official.
Oh, it'll be official. So V's birthday is on Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Yeah, next Sunday. So
Dirty 30.
ain't nothing dirty about 30. All right.
Yeah, my 30's gonna be very clean. So
I would hope so.
It's gonna be very clean.
I would hope so. AJ, how was your week, man? Everything good?
Man, everything's everything. You already know. Nothing ain't changed. Just battling the mirror with the the photography challenge we got. Aside from that, man, everything's everything.
Okay. All right, cool, man. Shoot, my week was good, man. Work has been kicking my butt, but nonetheless, I am blessed to still be working and have a job, so I can't
Absolutely.
complain, man. Can't
So
complain at all.
you're still at home right now?
Yeah, still at home right now. I was supposed to go back June 1st, but they gave me the option to continue to stay home, so I said, well, I will come back when y'all make me, because I have no problem with the 10-step commute to get from my bed to my computer.
I can't. I can't work
10-step
from home.
commute.
I can only work from home if I have like a set like pile of work. Like I need like set things with deadlines. That's how I can work from home. If my job is too flexible, I can't do it because it's like
It's hard,
I
man.
need that deadline to focus. I need that deadline for me to focus. If I don't have that deadline, I ain't focused.
Nah, that's same with me.
I can't focus. So I need to get up and go.
Yeah, that's especially with working from home, it's like you have no disconnect no more. Like the drive might be some people disconnect, stopping at the store might be somebody disconnect. Like we have no disconnect from home
Mhm.
and work. Crazy.
And I think that may be a thing for the future. Like since we're getting into new norms, I think that may be something that's going to be the new norm, because they're already talking about it at my job to have us work from home at least one day a week. And I was just like, for me, I'm like, what's the point? But
Yeah, just one day.
yeah,
I can say if you got something to do, you might be able to manage more stuff at home.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I
outside of
could
that.
leave for an hour and do whatever. I could take 8 lunch breaks if I wanted to.
You're a fat boy.
Nobody knows what I do here.
Right.
Nobody knows.
As long as you got a shirt on, you could be free.
Hey man, look,
That's a bit much.
I can take all the calls, all my work calls on my cell phone, just have them forward.
For real?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
BB going through meetings like with just dress up top, Zoom meetings like.
Oh, let me tell you.
And like
because I'd be scared I have to
SpongeBob
move or something.
SpongeBob pants.
Let me
Like
tell you what I did. So I forgot that my work computer has a camera on it, and somebody called me, and I'm sitting there with no shirt on whatsoever, doing work. I said, "Oh fuck, shit."
you can't. You don't. What kind of Wi-Fi you got? You ain't got no shutter. You can just slide over.
No, I don't have no shutter. No, I put a little sticky note. Post-it note right there.
Right.
So all they see is
You old school.
yellow post-it note. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Or you can just answer without video.
No, the program
Are you using
that we
Teams
use,
or Zoom?
No, we're not using either. We're using Jabber, Cisco Jabber.
And that shit just answers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it answers, and it'll shoot straight to your camera. I'm like, yo, you gotta chill, man.
That's how our old system was.
Yeah.
You get a call, that shit pop right up like bing, like oh wait a minute, like.
So you gotta stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Right,
Man.
right. At least put a shirt on, you know.
Look, my girl was taking a shot in the back at one time. I was like, they called me on Zoom, and she was like, bing. I was like, oh, shutter closed.
Shutter closed.
She had like, it's crazy.
Taking shots during the workday now?
Yeah, man.
Man, it's been hard.
Oh, I know the struggle is real.
The struggle is beyond
that's
real.
a while when I'm working.
Can we revisit that topic y'all said about quarantining? Can you do with your girl? Look.
Oh.
We might touch on that. We might get towards that. So what,
Not now. Give it a whole 30 days. Give it a whole 30 days. Nah, we good though. But give it a whole 30 days.
So what we got today, V?
Today we are going to get into insecurities. Because I think it's a big thing in relationships that we don't necessarily. It's one of those things we don't like to admit. Nobody likes to admit their insecurities, but it's the thing that we get most angry about. Like if somebody points out an insecurity, that's when we get most angry. Like that's when we start. That's when the relationship, when the fights start getting real.
Okay, so what is a fight not real, and what is a fight real? Like
I don't mean they're not real, but I mean that's when they start getting. That's when it start getting. You start saying stuff that you might not mean. Like that's when it starts getting ugly.
Okay.
It starts getting ugly.
Yeah, say stuff that you can't take back.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
No,
that's usually what it is. It's when it touches on your insecurities, and not necessarily. Yes, I know. Like as far as trusting in a relationship, people can be insecure and thinking, that somebody is trying to be with somebody else or something like that. Like you have those insecurities, but there could be something small. Like there could be just things that you might be working on or trying to grow into, like things about yourself. So like the self-love part, you get with somebody and they might hint at something that, that you already don't necessarily like about yourself. And then you're trying to combat that, and that's a fight against yourself.
Yeah,
right.
And you kind of bring that into the relationship.
Right. So, what's the most common insecurity that you've seen, like maybe amongst your friends or your family?
Of course, the most common insecurity I guess I won't necessarily say that. I won't speak for everybody, but I will say a common insecurity is just how you feel about yourself. I mean, as far as appearance wise. So something like, if you're insecure about your weight, and then you get with a guy and he's like, oh babe, you're getting a little thick or something like that. Something that he doesn't even mean in a bad way. But if you're already in your head thinking, oh, I'm gaining a little weight. And then, the person you're in a relationship with comes and says, oh, you getting kind of thick. Now you mad at him for something that he didn't even.
He's trying to give you a compliment. Like,
Right.
damn, girl, you get thick back there.
That's like saying.
Try to say my ass.
Exactly. And
People take it differently though.
And that's when you get, and that when the fight gets ugly, and that's when the fight gets ugly, and it's because something that we're already battling within ourselves, and so when somebody mentions it, now we super mad at you because we were already mad at ourselves about it.
Right.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be weight, but I mean, just things like that we're already insecure about in ourselves, that you don't necessarily hide from the other person, but it's something like a omission. You want to omit it.
And I will say, I mean, I've been on the tail end of the weight talk with an ex, and it wasn't even. It was more so the health concerns. You know what I'm saying? It was some health issues that were already there, you know, and I know that, you know, weight wasn't helping the situation at all. So instead of, you know, allowing people to self-destruct, you kind of want to help people out, you know, and it's like, well, what are you trying to say? Like, well, you know, I'm not trying to say nothing bad. I just want to help you out.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, you just kind of want to, and that's the thing, like, coming into relationships, we all have insecurities. So the best thing is to kind of be as open as you can about them, like up front. So if there is something that you're working on or something that you're struggling with, I'm not saying on your first date you need to be like, listen, I know I got a weight problem, so don't come in. Not like that. But once you get into like a comfort zone with somebody, that's why I'm definitely like, I'm all for just open, honest communication. It's judgment free as possible. Like just be able to be in a relationship that you can be open, that you can say, you know, how you feel about things.
That's the best way. That's the best way. Yeah. Nobody want to get in a relationship not feeling safe in a relationship. That's supposed to be the only zone you're supposed to be safe in. We got enough going on in the world, so I agree.
Yeah. So once you're in that safe space and you're able to say, hey, these are things that I kind of feel this way about, you know, this about myself. Or it doesn't necessarily have to be like you come out and say, hey, these are the things that I feel. But if a comment comes up, then you kind of stop right there and talk about it and say, you know, this is how I'm already feeling about this subject. Like, let's talk about this so that it doesn't happen again, and so this doesn't escalate into an argument.
And if it is something that bothers you, it's a discussion, you know. And I could say, hey, I might feel this way about whatever you feel, and you know, it's kind of like we can see eye to eye, hash it out.
Exactly.
But with that having that mature conversation, it takes a level of maturity from the other person.
Exactly.
From the person that's receiving the comment.
It
takes a level of maturity for them, or even a level of self-awareness to, you know, to say, well, you know, you're not saying this to hurt me, you're saying this to help me. Or, you know, or you're saying this to give a compliment because that's what you like, you know.
Right.
Yeah, but you have to be, like I say a lot, you can't tell people how to feel about something.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So even if your intent did not match your impact, like your impact was stronger or went in a different direction than you thought it would, in having those conversations and understanding that person, you have to really understand how they feel about something. Right. Like, you can always say, hey, this is how I meant it, which is fine, but you also have to understand how they accepted it and how they took it and how they heard it. Even though you didn't mean it that way, that doesn't make how they felt any less of how they felt. That's still how they felt. Right. So you just have to be careful when communicating that, because I think a lot of people, you know, oh, I didn't mean it that way, and they keep going.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah,
you can't just say,
it's kind of like brushing it
way and think it helped. That doesn't help.
Yeah, you can't roll over it like a speed bump.
Exactly.
That shit.
Yeah, and keep going.
But that still was a speed bump, though. Right. Absolutely.
No, we need to go back and we need to kind of
let's reverse that speed bump.
You got to unpack some things and really talk about them, because I mean, people have, and like I said, it doesn't have to be weight. It could be like where you are in life. Like, I know you talked about before, like being with a doctor, and at the time you didn't feel like that was where you were in life.
Right.
I've been with somebody before when I wasn't necessarily, like, I was able to take care of myself, but I wasn't buying like a lot of extravagant things, and they were. And that was nothing against them. They had it like that. I just didn't at that time. So when they would buy things, it kind of made me feel away, but that didn't have nothing to do with me.
It had nothing to do with you.
Had nothing to do with me. So, I mean, like I said, just touching on those things that you're insecure about within yourself, Like I can't get mad at somebody else for doing things that I'm not able to do,
Right.
or I can't decide in my head that they feel a way about me because I'm not happy with where I am.
Right.
So
I get it. I get it.
Do you feel like a lot of people typically does the insecurity start before the relationship or within the relationship?
I think that the insecurities started way before the relationship.
Gotta start before.
The insecurities are something that you already brought into the relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you brought from a previous relationship. It could be, but it also is just, you know, how you feel about yourself. How do you feel about where you stand in life at that moment? And that's why a lot of people say, I'm not necessarily ready to be in a relationship, because it's that self-love thing and it's that self-appreciation. Like, where do you feel like you are?
I will combat that with saying, I will say normally it is from a previous relationship, and I'm not just talking about boyfriend girlfriend. It could be mother daughter. It could be
Father.
siblings. It could be
That is factual.
friends. Yeah, because
that is factual.
Because the way people may say, I don't care how people view me, but it's certain people you care how they view you.
Yeah.
Like,
especially at adolescence, coming
absolutely,
up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, even to this day, I won't do certain things in front of my mother because I care how she views me.
Yeah, my mom just came to the house. We can talk about that.
Right, but I mean, I care how she views me.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't want her to have like a tainted view of her son. Now she knows the things that I do, but it's just certain things I won't do in front of her. Like I won't drink in front of my mother. I would never drink in front of my mother.
I wouldn't smoke in front of my mama.
I would not smoke in front of my mother. Like if my mom were to see me doing one of those things, and it'd be like, I don't know. It's just
I'm with you. I'm with you, bro.
yeah,
I'm with you.
It's not like, I mean, I'm pretty sure she's aware that I'm doing it. I've never physically said it, but I'm pretty sure she's aware that I'm doing these things. But I'm saying no. It's like I'm not going to do it in front of you. I have that.
It's respect.
For
Yeah, it's respect.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, definitely coming from stemming from families, friendships, and relationships. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it can come from other types of relationships.
Yeah, right.
That bring those insecurities on. So it just has to be something that you have to be willing to have that mature conversation about and let them know. And also being self-aware that sometimes it's your own problem. Like I was saying, like, when I was
that's
in
a hard one
and
to
somebody
dictate to yourself.
was doing things that I couldn't necessarily do. I can't be mad at him. That's not that doesn't have anything to do with me. I can only fix that within myself. Like I'm like, okay,
and that's something that was easier to look
right.
at.
This is where you want to be. Like, what are you doing to get yourself there? Like, what are you what steps are you taking? Like, look inside you. You can't. I can't fuss at him and be like, oh, you just keep spending money on everything. Like, I can't be.
It's not your money.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, but no, I definitely feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that. I mean, I at one point in time, I was feeling that kind of way, like fresh out of college and not able to afford shit, and dealing with somebody who was fucking buying them all up, and I was just like, I can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it took me to reevaluate my life. Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I'm working at a dead end job. Let me find another job. I have no benefits. Let me get some benefits. Like, let me get into a position to where I can get to that status. And once I get there, then what's up? We on the same level. How you doing?
Right. Exactly. And I think sometimes I'll say for myself as a very independent woman, like it's hard. Like there was this one thing that was like, what is it hardest for you to say? What's the hardest thing for you to do? And one of the things was like ask for help. And that's one of the hardest things to do is say, hey, I need help, or or to ask somebody for advice, or to ask somebody to help you get on that level.
Right.
Like any form of assistance.
Yeah, any form of assistance. Not necessarily financial assistance, but even just saying, okay, this is what I want to do. Because sometimes because when you ask for help, or when you say, hey, I want to be here, that's admitting that you're not there.
It's putting yourself in a vulnerable point.
Exactly.
Because you're not where you want to be.
Exactly. And so being able to express that vulnerability is just a big.
It's hard. I agree.
Thing.
It is.
And that goes hand in hand with the insecurities, because your insecurities make you vulnerable. And so being in a relationship that would cause you to be vulnerable and to, make you feel that way, that's something we don't want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is probably the biggest factor you've seen for people's insecurity? Would you say it has been romantic or intimate relationships, or would you say it would come from family?
Not necessarily family, but
More
definitely social
friends.
status.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Okay.
friends.
Social status. So just seeing where everybody else is around you. Because like social media now has us comparing ourselves all the time.
What?
So when you see everybody around you at different levels and you're thinking of, okay, where am I? And it really takes you having to be able to appreciate where you are in that moment. Because if you're always trying to get to the next or do the next thing, you never appreciate where you are.
Because it's
Or
always
where
going to be
you- or where
another
you came
next and
from.
another next.
Yeah, exactly. And you can always want to be more and want to do more and want to
Right.
build more. I'm not saying you shouldn't, want more for yourself.
Right.
You should want more for yourself. But it should be wanting more for yourself and
Because
not
you
wanting
want
to
it.
be somebody else.
Right. Because you want it.
Exactly.
People they're not going to appreciate that next level until they understand that, hey, this is for me because it's mine. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, because you can't if you're not appreciating like what you accomplished because you're
Right.
like somebody else accomplished more.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. You can accomplish more. That's good. That's all good and well. But let's be thankful for what we just accomplished. Like let's
pat yourself on the back. Yeah, let's congratulate each other real quick. You know what I mean?
Right,
I'm
right,
with you 100%,
let's not
man.
run over what you've already gotten to.
Because you're gonna like you said, back to the speed bump. You rushing to get to there, but you're not appreciating the travel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're not enjoying the scenery.
Yep, and that's a major thing, man, because at one point in time I looked at myself like, I didn't have it, you know what I'm saying? It was like I wasn't nothing special, but I talked to it's a couple of youths that I talked to sonically for our little youth organization. And them cats, man, they look at me like, man, you did this, you did that, whoop de whoop, and I'm just like, bro, to me it's nothing special, but to them it's like, yo, you showing me that I can get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to.
Maybe
I
you
don't
didn't
have to get out of
appreciate
high
the
school and
scenery
hug
that
the
much.
block, you know what I'm saying?
You know?
Like when they see me, they see me, I'm nicely dressed. I might have, I'm a sneakerhead, man. So you know what I'm saying?
You got something that appeal to them.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They'll say, oh man, you got the Yeezys on, and they'll be like, yeah, man. Well, what do you do, man? How you make the money that you make, man? What? How many degrees I need to get? And it's just as simple as hard work ethic, and just putting your best foot forward. Like you don't have to go the route that I went, but just as long as you work hard, you know what I'm saying, you gonna accomplish what you want.
Exactly.
I agree. Like just based on what you just said, you know what I mean? Like what's been going on in my neighborhood right now.
Right.
So me and my neighbor, we're going together to little kids. You know what I mean? Without this education, just like you said, how can I do this? How can I do that? How can I do X, Y?
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't have that guidance of knowing what's the next step. You know what I mean? Like, right. So given anytime they see somebody that appeals to them, they're going to, if they don't ask questions in the back of their head, they're going to ask questions.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're going to know, what do I have to do? Because evidently what you're doing is something different than what they're getting in the household. So now that's your connection with them. Yeah, you're a sneakerhead. Yeah, buying a pair of Yeezys is a drop in a bucket nowadays that we're old enough to do what we want to do. Right. But as an adolescent, they're not on the same level. So that's appealing. Getting, something of some type of stature, that's appealing to them. You know what I mean? So you really have that lane. You have that lane to give so much to these kids, bro.
I mean, I try to do the best I can, man, because all I can really do at this point is talk to them, because I can't walk the path for them.
Nah, you can't.
But I give them the blueprint.
The blueprint is good as long as it comes with a belt behind it. Michael Jackson wasn't great because he was great. Michael Jackson was great because of discipline.
Yeah, very true. Okay. Very true. I like that.
Okay. Y'all want to put me in that chair?
But yeah, so that's the big thing about. It's just mostly about how we see ourselves and just how we when you come into a relationship, you need to know yourself. Everybody says you need to love yourself. Yes, but you need to know yourself.
Yeah, I think people generally have a basis of love for themselves in general, because if we didn't, those thoughts that when you're in the car, it's like, what if I just
right?
what if,
that shit look like a dance from 2000. Hit them with their skirt.
But no, man, like, people normally have a general amount of love for themselves, man. But yeah, it's definitely is all about knowing yourself. If you don't know yourself, man,
you can't control yourself, bro. Like, you really got to know yourself, because love will lead you down a dark hole, bro. You know what I'm saying? You be go ahead jumping hoops for a motherfucker that never jumped for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be doing everything that you think you're supposed to do for love, but self-knowing will actually tell you, hey, look, it's time to jump when it's time to jump. You know?
Right. You have to know yourself. Like, you have to know what your triggers are. Like you said, you have to. Sometimes you get in love and you just jumping.
You just going.
You just jumping. So you need to know, like, hey, I know when I get in these relationships, I just jump. Let's step back.
Self-knowing.
Let's see. And it's about knowing yourself.
Right.
It's not necessarily. I'm not going to say don't love yourself. Definitely love yourself.
Right.
But know yourself.
Right. That's the biggest point.
Know yourself.
That's the biggest point.
Absolutely.
That's super important, because then, like, you be going off on everything and not understanding why. And then when he doesn't understand, like, he like, what did I do?
He can't even explain it.
Yeah, and then you can't tell. You can't.
Back to what y'all was saying, with the insecurities level, like, you just doing shit to do shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about yourself. You just like, it's like I remember, I forgot what podcast it was, but you were saying, like, leave one relationship, go back in another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, because your mind is thinking that's what I'm supposed to do. Your heart is like, I gotta have it. You know what I mean? And you're just going down this rabbit hole.
Yeah, man. And to keep it a being, like, this single life has been the shit for me, because I'm learning myself.
That's what's up.
I definitely learned myself. And I mean, in the beginning, I wasn't trying to be in the single life. Like, at first I was like, nope, I need to be in a relationship. I need to be in a relationship. I need to be in a relationship. And so everybody I talked to, I was like, relationship. Relationship.
Right, in the back of your head. We ain't doing this for nothing.
Yeah, we gotta be in a relationship. And then I actually got 2 lakhs. So then I was like, okay, relationships aren't a thing anymore. Like, don't be in a relationship. But I still wanted to be in a relationship.
Right.
So I was like setting myself up for disappointment, even though I was like, because I know a lot of women and men too might get into something and be like, I don't really want no relationship. We'll just see how it go. But that see how it go, I'm trying to get in a relationship.
Right. all that street talk out the window.
See how it goes, let's see if it goes to a relationship. Yeah. So that's like, I'm not gonna put both feet in right now. I'm not gonna
you gonna put the toe in
tied up, but this might go into a relationship.
Right,
but if it don't go into a relationship,
you're not setting your hopes high.
Going to go to a relationship, right?
You're not setting your hopes high. I'm the opposite. I learned more about myself being in a relationship than not being in a relationship, because it's like, you know me. When I'm not in a relationship, I'm trash. But in a relationship, I'm more
trash. You are
a dumpster.
No, you are
garbage can.
Oh my.
You are subjective to better choices.
All right, I don't know what that means. Trash can is an easy word to like go in the dictionary and find, and you can pinpoint certain shit. But either way, like within a relationship, I actually learned myself to the point that it's crazy we talking about it as far as insecurities and bringing things up that bother each other. This morning, me and my spouse had a conversation about something that bothered her, and I was like, to me, it was harmless, but it bothered her. So we had that conversation. That conversation got brought up, and she's like, "Is in a sense like, I'm not trying to argue with you, but this is what bothers me," and I had to address it the way it is. I'm like, I understand that. I respect that. I'm glad you brought it up, because I would not known that was something that I would normally do anywhere. Is senseless to me. You know what I'm saying? I no attachment, no ascribing to it, but it's to the point like I didn't know. Now that I know, I can address it a little differently.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So back to the whole being comfortable with yourself to actually start those conversations and be mature enough to start those conversations. Right. You have to be in that level. Without it, majority of like learning myself in a relationship is silence when shit bothers you versus opening up, because we automatically assume anything that bothers us gears an argument.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
He made a mad face. He was like, yeah, that shit right.
That's absolutely right.
Like, you can't talk about what bothers you without it feel like everything's an argument. But I can say within being in a relationship, it's been 8 years with me. We're getting to that point. Yeah. You know? So it's like, I wouldn't have got to that point saying, I would have been dumpster man.
And it takes time, man. It's not going to happen overnight.
No, absolutely. It doesn't.
Definitely not going to happen overnight, man. Getting starting off new, with somebody and kind of feeling them out, or it might be, it might be cool for the first month and a half, but if they don't understand you and what you need as far as communication,
all right. Yeah.
Give yourself time to learn the person. Y'all gotta learn each other. You know what I'm saying? To say, you know what? I wouldn't mind being in a relationship with you. We might fuss and fight, but we communicate well enough to where we'll get past that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's really what it's about. Because you can learn yourself single and in a relationship. If you're in a mature enough relationship with somebody that is open to communication, open to understanding, and open to listening to your feelings. Mm-hmm. Like it's a completely different world. So if you're in a relationship that doesn't allow those things, that kind of snuffs those things out, then you'll have to be single to be able to learn them.
Right.
I agree.
So I think it goes both ways. It just depends on what
depends on
the relationship. And that's what you said. You got to understand and talk to people. And while I spent time not being in relationships, I was kind of learning that, okay, if this is what I want, this is what I have to ask for up front.
Right.
Not that we'll see.
Not that let's talk. Not no more.
We'll see how it goes. No.
Not no more.
No. I cut that off.
Yeah.
So it was not we'll talk and we'll see how it goes. It was like, listen, if you want to talk to me, these are the things that I want. I'm like, where were we?
I don't know. I can't remember where we were. What other points that we want to hit? Because I know we stayed on.
We did, yeah. Because it's in general, it's just a big thing in general on how to be in a relationship.
Right.
Like that stuff you kind of gotta. It's the stuff we don't want to talk about. Literally.
Oh my God.
It's the stuff we don't want to talk about in a relationship.
That's why we have the podcast.
You don't want to be vulnerable. You don't want to say, hey, I don't feel like, you don't want to say you feel insecure about anything. Like you want to get in your relationship and be like, listen, I'm all of that. If you with me, then you with me. And if you ain't, I don't care. Because somebody else will be with me.
Right,
we gotta talk trash. You gotta talk a big game. I don't do that. I don't talk like that. I don't be like, if you ain't with me, somebody else gonna be.
Oh, that's not your cup of tea?
I don't say that. I don't say that. No, that's not how you. No, it's like, how do we be in this relationship? That's all you talk about in your relationship. You don't talk about what you got on the side.
Oh my God.
No, what you got on the side, or like what you can't. You know what I mean.
I know what you
to make it bad.
I know what you said. I'm just letting you talk. I didn't say anything.
You're trying to make it bad. I'm trying to say you don't need to be like, I could line something else up. Like, what do they say? Miss one next 15 one coming. Yeah. Nah, none of that. I'm trying to be in this relationship. This one.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're right. You could boss up and jump in and out relationships if you wanted to, but I mean, I
think that causes insecurities within itself. Yeah. Like if you mad because you insecure, and then you telling him, well, you can leave me if you want to. There's somebody else. Now you're trying to make them insecure too.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're trying to deflect your emotions on somebody else.
That's a major sign of insecurity.
Yeah. Right.
Like you know what? And I used to say that shit too. I used to be like, no, when I was in my 20s, in my youth, in my youth. No, but I used to say that shit too. Like, man, I ain't sweating you, shorty. You know what I'm saying? I can get another girlfriend. It ain't no thing, you know. But I matured to look. Either we gonna work this out, or you gonna leave. One of the two. Either we gonna work this out, we can go our separate ways. You know.
Are you grown up? Yeah,
I
see
that's
you,
better.
bro.
Yeah. That's better. Still.
Nah. What else could you possibly say?
I mean, you're right. It's better. I'm telling you, it's better. I'm agreeing. I don't know what else you could say.
Right.
Do you win all your arguments? Are you man enough to say, "Hey, look, you win," even though you're right?
Yeah.
You know what? I know how to bow out gracefully, but I just recently learned how to do that.
Oh, gracious. We got some more growth to do.
Yeah, but I've learned how to bow out gracefully. But like, you know what? You're right. I understand where you're coming from. No, I won't say you're right. I'll say I understand.
Right. We need some more growth.
Because that'll give the validity. What you said, no, look, I understand where you're coming from. I understand how this made you feel. I will attempt my best to not make you feel that.
This sound like a goddamn school paper, real quick.
Yeah.
Do you? Can you?
Like an agreement or an apology.
Yeah. It's an acknowledgement.
Wait.
That's it.
Because
I hear you.
I hear what you're saying.
And it's okay.
And I understand what you're saying. And you said what you said.
Yeah, that's it.
Right,
that's it.
And you said it.
But no.
Now come to bed, baby.
But you gotta start by saying that. Because you gotta start by saying honestly. Because the first thing somebody wants to say is, "Oh, you don't hear me. Oh, you don't understand." No, I'm telling you that I do
address the issue.
Address that I
first.
understand. Address that I feel where you're coming from, and I understand your point of view. And that's after I've asked all of my questions that I need to ask. You know, and then if it's something that I did, I apologize for doing that.
You smell something bad?
Not to do it in the future.
You smell something bad over there?
I just feel like if you say, "I hear what you're saying and I understand what you're saying," instead of saying that, give me a summary. Give me your understanding.
Oh, well, we're not talking about a specific situation, so I don't know what to say.
This is a generalized situation.
It's a generalized situation. I get it, but I'm saying when you say, "I hear what you're saying," or "I understand what you're saying," you
gotta put it in your terms.
Yes, you have to tell me what I said in your terms, so I can be like, "Yeah, you understood." Because sometimes y'all don't listen, and y'all just say, "I heard what you said. I understood what you said," but you didn't. That is the I'm trying to shut you up.
Hell yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I feel you, baby. I feel you. I ain't trying to do this right now. But in a sense though, like within a relationship, like sometimes you do have to take a L if you want the relationship to go forward.
Absolutely.
Reason you might like the whole insecurity in the beginning of the relationship might not be something you could combat right away.
No, absolutely
right.
Not. Yep.
Now you gotta kind of take an L. Like, it was me this time. No one dead well, won't you? Yeah. But it takes time to go ahead and get to the point of like, all right, now it's time to handle this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's certain topics that I really feel like you probably shouldn't even bring up until your year 1 or year 2 in a relationship, just because how the
what kind of topics what kind of topics?
I mean, it could be dealing with somebody's insecurities.
Okay, so, let's talk about it.
All right, so let's just say, for instance, family issues.
Okay.
Year 1, you're not bringing up no family issues with your girl. Year 1, hell no, you better not say shit about her family. You know what I'm saying? Unless y'all on that level.
Her family. I thought you meant like about how
your family
relationship with her family.
Oh,
are you talking about her?
Yeah, her relationship with her family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't want to bring that up year 1 because y'all niggas might not make it to year 2. I'd say at least year 3, unless you have that rapport set already. Unless she feels comfortable talking to you about that.
V, go on now, girl.
Because you're saying, okay, so what is the first year of the relationship for? If it's not for understanding and getting to know people,
learning.
Yes, but I'm saying, so I wouldn't be trying to heal family relationships.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not trying to do a therapy session.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I got you.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying it.
Okay,
because she understood and she put it in her own words.
Exactly.
All right.
Did you summarize it for me? I didn't
Yeah. Take them to school, goddamn. Take them to school.
But yeah, because I got you. No therapy sessions, but just like I got you. I'm just because at first it sounded like in year one we kind of getting to know each other, so that would be a time that she would kind of say something. But yeah, like it's not your place to kind of like be Ayanla or nobody. Right. It's just let
me fix your life.
Right. let me get to the root of the issue.
Right. Absolutely.
So it's not like that, but I got you because I was like, now we in year 3 and we still dating because I feel like. You still learning me in year 3? Like, dang.
Hey man, sometimes people's thick books. Sometimes, man. Sometimes you might need a year 3. You might need a year 4 and 5. Don't rush that shit. Don't rush that shit.
I can say this when it comes down.
Look. That's something right there. You don't have time. No, you do have time.
If you ain't got nothing but time.
Yeah. If you want to cultivate something, you have time.
I'm not saying.
When you say cultivate, I think about flowers.
Oh my fuck.
All right, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm saying no. I'm still saying I don't have time.
Okay. All right. I was gonna fix it.
I was gonna fix it. But I don't have anything.
If you was to fix it, what was you about to say?
I don't have anything to fix
And
it.
V, that's your prerogative, and I can respect that. V, if you feel like nigga, I'm on a fucking timeline. We need to make this shit jump now, nigga.
And I mean, I'm not.
Why I gotta sound like a battle rap though?
I'm not putting it out there like that. I'm not putting it out there like you're on a time limit. But if we're not growing, if we're staying stagnant, if year 3, 4, and 5 still look the same, no.
But you rock with somebody, you feel like that's the person you want to be with. Let's say year 1, the infatuation stage.
Yeah, you got the
it's all phase. Up. Now the understanding stage, it goes back down. Now you in this wave.
Yeah,
it's your choice. Whether to stick or go. If you invested that much time, and there's a great possibility of change, or vocalizing your point. Yeah, we vocaling over here, drinks in the slush. All right, but you can kind of like implement how you feel and get a honest response with change.
Yeah,
I'm with you. It's time. It's been to the point. Like, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? If we can actually listen to each other, and if something bothers us, we can make change. And you better. Where you going?
Yeah, if we can.
You ain't going no. Who sent you?
Grow together and grow in love. That's one of my favorite things they say.
Grow in love.
First sight is to grow in love.
And I agree that.
I love that
because we don't have our what's that? Love at first sights. Some of us not going to get that. I'm mad your boy. Hell no, nigga, shit, nigga.
Some of us are not going to get that. You're absolutely right.
Well,
I think
we can't keep waiting on it.
Nah, man.
According
that shit like a plane. You better get it while you can.
According to V, you gotta have that shit right now.
No, it's not right now.
I'm joking.
But as women, if we want certain things out of life, there is a clock.
Yep,
absolutely.
There's a clock.
Men got clocks too.
Just say if you want kids, your biological time clock is ticking.
It's ticking.
Your uterus.
She's saying she wants some kids. She wants some babies.
And you can't just say, you can't just meet somebody one day and then have
babies the next day.
People do it every day.
People do it all in East Durham. You ain't in East Durham?
3 to 5 year time span. So if you getting close to your time and it's gonna take you 5 years to find somebody, we ain't got time.
Man, you done lost 5 years of your good knees, nigga. Your good knees is 5 years old now.
No more mega knees, yo.
Knees going out, check engine lights going on left and right. You got all types of lights.
You stupid.
Whole dash lit up.
Check engine, low tire pressure, oil. You fucking stupid.
Everything on.
CarMax will give you a good 300 for it. That's
all you get. Jiffy Lube cannot help this one.
Riding around.
That nigga said the whole dashboard is lit up.
Just put some water in the radiator right there. Yeah.
Whatever. You riding around with a gallon of water in the back and some oil.
Who been there before though? Hey, you know what it is.
Hey, yo.
Oh my God. Yo, y'all are so stupid.
Pull up, I got it in the trunk. We'll fix it.
My God.
What you need, a gallon or you need a quart?
What kind you need? You need that 5W30.
I got 40, bro. You know you can put 40 in there.
You got that synthetic oil.
Man, look, that's the terrible thing to
You
have,
stupid.
man.
What's wrong with her? Hey, you ain't kick her out yet.
No, man, because look, I feel her on that shit though, man.
I do too. Oh my God,
I know how it is, yo. I know.
That nigga said all the lights are. You think if you seen all the lights on in your car before the click, like they come on for a second.
Yeah, and they go off, but if they don't go off.
Oh my God. You shouldn't be driving. Whoever it is don't need to be in no damn relationship.
Man, look, I got
all the lights on.
Nah, just a spark plug black. Nah, nigga, we about to be on the side of the road fucking with you. Spark plug, man.
You know people know their cars though. They know how.
This shit be sitting on E. Yeah, my shit ain't empty yet. I still got another 3 days. Nigga, what?
Nigga, where you drive to? The light, nigga, and back. Yeah, nigga, I just go up the street and I turn back around. You know how I do.
Oh my God,
y'all
funny,
stupid.
Man.
That was funny. Oh my God. That shit gonna because in the back of my head it's like I see all the lights, bro.
Oh my God.
And like nigga, we need to do this now before the car break.
Right. It's on this last leg.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm with you though. 100%.
Exactly. 100%. So we don't have time. I meant that.
Okay.
I meant what I said. I tried to take it back, but I don't take it back.
No take backs.
And you know what? I can understand and appreciate that because I don't feel like I have time either. I want to have kids by a certain age. So
yeah.
What's your certain age?
35, brother, 35.
That's where you.
Huh?
Here we go with the shenanigans, y'all. Welcome to Drinks and Discussion Podcast, where this shit gets real. Don't be afraid to let the tea spill. This is what I'm here for every Sunday.
Call me old on
I didn't call you old. I just said you cutting it close.
You close cutting, cuz.
No, man. No.
You see how you see?
After June 30th of 2020, I got a solid 3 years left.
Yeah, after your COVID birthday?
Yeah, after my COVID birthday.
Yeah, we skipping those.
We deleting the whole 2020 out of the calendar.
30th over again?
Next year.
You better do your look. You're gonna be 30-30.
Yes. Absolutely.
You're gonna be 30-30.
Yo, I feel so bad for.
Hey, listen, man, we ain't gonna talk about it. I know where you going. No.
But it's
birthdays.
More stuff to it.
It's okay.
It's more stuff to it. I feel so bad for people that are graduating and can't have like a full graduation, man.
Let's say senior year.
Khalil graduated?
He go to middle school.
Word.
Aww.
Guess what his graduation is? Hey, this is Victoria Creamer from Creekside Elementary. Please drive your kids up, drop all the shit that you have off, and we're going to give them a book bag.
Yeah.
Wow.
Happy graduation.
Wow.
That's crazy, man.
My niece is graduating from high school.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
man.
My you want rock, paper, scissors? Come on, what you want? My sister graduated from high school. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna show you the video. Silent as fuck. Only 5 people allowed in the auditorium at one time. So it's like Stafford was there. He went to Rocky Mount. He was like, yeah, baby, go get it, girl. And she's like, I'm like, that's the corniest graduation ever.
It's sad.
Yeah, it's the new norm.
That's heavy, man.
We living in a whole new era, bro.
That's heavy.
I hope not.
No, we are though.
I really hope not. I really hope we.
It's going to change, of course. You know.
I hope so, man. Like I don't want this to be. Matter of fact, I was talking to the guy. I went to the gun range yesterday, and wasn't able to shoot. But I was talking to the guy when I went in and bought bullets. I was talking to the guy, man, and he was saying, he was like, "What do you think, about the COVID?" I was like, "Bro, this is about to be our new norm."
Nigga, what do you think?
Oh no, we were talking about other stuff, but it led up to that. But I'm talking to him, and he was like, how you feel about it or whatever. And I was just like, bro, it's about to be our new norm. We're about to social distance for the rest of our lives.
I hope not.
You know, and the way
even though I don't like people in my bubble, like I did say though that if we don't go back to buffets, I'll be okay with that. I don't like buffets.
Nah, buffets dead.
And then if people don't hug, because I don't like for people to touch me, so those things are okay. But everything else, I still want to go to the movies and I want to go to concerts.
I want to go to a comedy event, man.
The way they're doing it now, movies about to be over with. They dropping the new movies on demand on Netflix.
But they were talking about still having movies, but they're changing the seating. So like they have single seats and then they have like double seats. But then there's spacing in between them.
But see, look.
You know who bought AMC? Amazon.
Oh, really? Man.
They got their beds in between them HBO because the AMC they selling. They doing that. You know how that auction shit, the big business auction shit?
Yeah. Right. Yeah,
they just going back and forth.
Stay open, man.
But what is it? Benzo?
During the Depression, during when the stock market crashed, during
when 2004? Was it 2004,
2005? I'm giving you the time up until
okay, get to me. Get to me. I love juice and tea.
When gave us history lesson.
Yeah, get that shit, nigga.
When the U.S. economy was in the fucking toilet in 2004, two things that's always going to be open. No, three things. I'll say three because I can separate.
I'm waiting for
barbershops, hair salons, movie theaters. Don't matter what's going on. Every time we've had any kind of economic depression, those are the three things that are always open and always vibrant.
Food is a thin line because you got to pay for your bills.
Yeah, right. So food, I wouldn't. Grocery stores and shit. That's
grocery is too because they rely on the government. We're not going to dive into politics, but
no, we're not going to do that.
But they rely on a lot of government assistance during economic crisis, like what's going on.
Right. Well, three things: niggas gonna get their hair cut, chicks gonna get their hair did, niggas want to go to the movies. Taking movie theaters out the equation, when these movie theaters shut down, it's about to be a fucking wrap.
Guess who about to make the money?
New World Order, dog.
Niggas is about to take what they'll spend on a movie ticket and finally pay for Netflix. You bum niggas. Because I am tired of sharing.
Nigga, I never paid for Netflix. Shout out to my mom.
Nigga,
Shout out to my mom for having the OG account. She took so long to convert to digital Netflix. She was still getting her shits in the mail. Shout out to you, mom.
Oh wow, that's crazy that we we at 19, so I guess we what I'm saying in a midpoint. But it's crazy to watch these companies transition into all digital.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like, what was the game? The shit we used to get the games from in the mail?
GameFly.
GameFly. And he got, bro, like
niggas ain't doing GameFly.
You can download it.
Nigga, I used to steal those fucking games. I used to take a prepaid card and
I
put
did
it on
too.
the account.
I
fucking steal those games.
I was taking it to GameStop right afterwards.
Shit, nigga.
I do not condone this behavior.
Fuck you thought this was? Y'all ain't getting this shit back.
This is drinks after discussion.
Nigga, come find me.
Come find me. You don't even know where I stay at.
Catch me if you can. So we snitching now.
Oh,
so we snitching. Okay.
Catch me at the chicken spot. Shots.
I don't even think that company's still open no more.
GameFly is still open.
They are?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to go get me a prepaid card.
Hey, listen, y'all want to find him? Hey, how much can I get for turning in? How many games you stole?
I stole a bunch.
How much is a bunch worth? Because I know where he at.
I dashed off on them niggas real quick. Hit him with that prepaid card where you can put your...
Man, we used to do that for Redbox.
What?
Yo, me and B, I can say, all right, with the time changing, you will watch a DVD 2, 3, 4 times.
Uh-huh.
You will love the DVD. You know what I'm saying? You revisit this shit.
Yeah.
When the last time you watched a Netflix series twice?
Oh, no, I'm not watching it twice.
Reason? You have options.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
A lot of things.
You have options. Now, with us being in the world, we have so many fucking options. It is hard to goddamn kind of like deal with the memories because you're always trying to plant new memories.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't like, all right, we watched it one time. I ain't going back to see it. Like, we live in a crazy new world because the only thing is always going to be is filling the void of I need more.
Right.
Versus, oh, I had something that was dope.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Like, you know, when you was at the crib chilling, snowed in or whatever, you know, shit, I got a rack of DVDs. I'm about to revisit some of these DVDs.
Right.
Watching Friday, watching fucking Last Dragon.
Right.
Yeah.
Niggas don't like
Hood. Ricky!
You're right.
We don't do that no more, man. There's a lot of things that from the past that we actually used to do that was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Niggas could barely like you don't even remember like quotes no more from movies. They go by so fast.
Oh, you talking about new movies?
Yeah, new movies. Yeah. Like we could talk about Denzel, All Day, Training Day. We could talk about Color Purple, Coming to America. Like we don't have those. We don't have that classic I need to see it again movie.
Yeah, no, we don't.
I can't think of any movie that I have a quote for. Nothing
Life.
Came out.
Like you soft, SOF capital T, soft.
I got them for life now. I got those.
Why you gotta say nasty shit, Ray?
Because I'm a nasty mother nigga. I'ma piss on the sheets and put them on you. What you saying? I'm looking for Slim. You found him.
I now can't get right. You over there looking like you just want to jam shit up in there. Look,
Jiglang. What's your name? Jiglay. If you need anything of any kind.
Jiglay. But that's still back in
Stop bitching woo on a job. We used to watch it at my house, bro.
Oh, you dropped the water pot.
And y'all are weak.
Yo.
Oh my god.
But we don't have those classics no more.
No, man, we don't.
Name we'll never get another Temptation movie, another 5 Heartbeats that's going to actually stick to us. Right. What needs to change?
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. And it's you really have nothing. It's ridiculous.
Our life has changed. We are the era that our parents had to deal with when technology kicked in, because even though they can describe themselves to an era where new technology, VHS is turned to DVDs, we know we always had something we could play back. It was in our possession. We had it. Yeah. We don't have a possession mentality no more because everything is digital.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I constantly implement to my son, you know, you need tangible items if you're going to spend your money. You need something that's going to look like something in your hands.
Bro, I don't even carry cash anymore. Like the transition, I don't even carry cash anymore. It's so fucking crazy.
Bro, deadass. I got money with me right now because I wanted to get to the homeless today before I left your house. You know what I'm saying? I was going to drive down the street and make sure I was either going to buy some burgers or some shit. Yeah. That's the only reason I got cash. That's only reason.
I don't keep cash.
Yeah, I got cash in the crib.
Like, remember the days where you used to have cash on you all the time? Like, you used to have to have cash.
You had to.
Yeah, you had to have. I remember the days when my mom used to write checks for groceries out of her checkbook.
Stop it. Y'all stop like
we been here too long. We done got off of the topic that we started with.
We went down a whole different.
Yeah, we did. But look, it's been a good time today, man.
It has been.
It's been a good time. We're about to get up out of here, man. It's your boy KvngBak, KvngBak. Follow me on all social media platforms. Make sure you follow the podcast at DND Pod on Instagram and Drake's Discussion Podcast on Facebook. That's all we on, right? Yeah. YouTube Drinks and Discussion Podcast. We got the homeboy Primetime working on our videos, so we are shooting out videos rapidly. They're coming. So if you heard it and you ain't see it, go back and see it.
He a karate champion. Look at them swings.
Miss Vee _DND on both Twitter and Instagram. I'm on Twitter more than I'm on Instagram. Like, I can't decide what social media platform I want to be on, but just follow me on both, and then you'll figure it out.
She reckless on Twitter too.
Oh no, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Here you go.
I told you. It's like an instinct. Like, what do you mean?
I'm not reckless.
Oh my god, yo! I've been doing that shit with my brother. Hey, yo, anytime he's like.
Oh
stupid.
Man. But yeah, make sure y'all follow Primetime Naeem. He's on Instagram. Make sure you follow New Wave Lil. He's also on Instagram. definitely cameraman comes through and helps us out so very much.
Absolutely.
Any extra comments before we get out of here?
Right. Work on your insecurities.
Oh,
work on your insecurities. Yeah, let's bring it back around.
Self-awareness. Absolutely.
Peace.